Howdy, folks. It's not Jay, and this is episode 57. Five favorites. Uh, the five favorites this time around is going to be sci-fi movies. Real quickly, though, we've got Chuck in here. He was here early, says evening one and all. Tiger Shadow pops in 20 minutes later, waves at Charles. Chuck's been sitting here for 2 hours. That's dedication, brother. Thanks for hanging out. And I forgot. Dave Hall's in the house with a good evening. Good evening to you as well. So, hopefully McMurray is going to be popping in here in just a little bit. I think Todd is off in Texas somewhere. I know where. I'm just not giving it away. I'm being cagey like that. Warmutt's probably eating tacos, and Jeff is doing Jeff things, probably with what was his name, Guderian's Blitzkrieg or whatever it was. Anyway, that being said, we are going to be talking about sci-fi movies and how we would go about gaming in that universe. Reese, welcome, sir. Thank you for dropping in. John, thank you. Good evening to you as well. But, of course, a couple of things we need to talk about before we get into tonight's subject. As you all know, I am a big fan of Fistful of Lead. To say that I am a shill for Wiley Games, you're not wrong. Jay Wiley produces some great rules. He produces some great content for his for all of us, and we're going to be able to see that in the flesh, as it were, at March to Victory. That's the last weekend of March this year in the Kansas City metro area, Blue Springs to be specific. I'll be there. McMurray will be there. Of course, Jay Wiley and the rest of the Basement Generals would be there. But it's not just going to be Fistful of Lead games or Wiley games stuff. There's going to be other games there as well. In fact, McMurray is bringing a game called Eat Hitler. Dinosaurs tromping around the table, eating German Nazi high command. You know, you got to love that. There's going to be a Mobile Bay battle there. There's going to be a big game of Axis and Allies. So we're hoping to be able to fill as many tables as possible. We've got 16 tables and 5 gaming sessions plus an open gaming period. So we got plenty of room. This is the first year for March to Victory. Let me go ahead and run this up here real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, there we go. MarchToVictory.net. Check it out. We are going to be doing some live streaming. So you'll be able to, if you can't make it, you will be able to see some of the games being played and also see the venue. Hopefully you'll be able to make it next year. We are planning to make this a yearly annual convention last weekend of March every year. That's the goal. So come see us. If you can't make it in person, I'll be making sure everybody knows when we're going to be going live. Jay Wiley will be going live with Wiley Games YouTube. So there you have it. If you're interested and you have not already purchased Fistful of Lead, head on over to wiley-games.com and pick up a copy. You can't go wrong. Either hard copy or PDF. If you're not sure and you just want to check it out, $7 for the PDF of the core rules. Can't go wrong. You want to save yourself 10% when you get to the end of the basket. There's a coupon code. Put in NOTJay, NOTJAY, all lowercase. You're going to get 10% off. So the only thing you don't get discounts on is the bundles. So if you're getting the book and the cards, that's already less than what you would be getting if you used the discount code. In other words, your discount is bigger when you bundle, so you're not going to get the bundle price and that. So, but other times when they run, sometimes they'll run um, 10 or 20% off of like PDFs. You can use the code there. So uh, it's one time use code, but definitely drop it in there and take advantage of it. So all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and talk about science fiction movies. Obviously, everybody who has ever watched even 15 minutes of my show, whether it's been the Chronicles of Not Jay here or back when I was over with Matt and Rocky's War Room, you know Star Wars is the top of my list. Uh, Everything Star Wars all the time. It's wonderful. I love it. Um, People ask me, well, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? Star Wars. Back when it came out, back when I was a kid, there was just Star Wars. It wasn't even Episode 4. It was just Star Wars. Episode 4 didn't happen until after Empire Strikes Back came out, and they threw the Episode 4 at the beginning of Star Wars. That being said, what games would I use? Obviously, Fistful of Lead. Y'all have seen me play Fistful of Lead with my Battle of Endor. You're going to see me play Fistful of Lead with my TNT of 4. I think these are coming along right nicely. C3PO looks really good there. But I can use jet fighters or starfighters to play with my X-wing models or my Armada models. So yeah, obviously Fistful of Lead. But what other games are out there? Of course, you can play Legion. I've never played Legion. I don't even know how the game is played, but that's available to you. You can play X-wing. I love playing X-wing. It's a fun game. It's based off of the old Wings of War or Wings of Glory from what is now Ares Games, the old World War One, World War Two fighter game. A lot of fun. So X-wing the miniatures game. Uh, that's what really hooked me in on playing Star Wars games. That was the first one I got my hands on too. More of a role playing game aspect is you can play Rebel Assault, I believe it's, if I remember correctly, and that is coming. They had stopped producing it for a while, but apparently it's coming back out. So that's coming back out. And then, of course, Armada, if you want the big fleet actions with the big Mon Calamari cruisers and the Star Destroyers and that type of thing. So plenty of stuff. And there is the big fleet actions with the big Mon Calamari cruisers and the Star Destroyers and that type of thing. Of course, we're hearing me through your microphone there, sir.
I got rid of it.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. If nothing else, to be a sounding board. McMurray should be on shortly.
There's only one true sci-fi movie. One. There's only one.
Go ahead.
Aliens, the second one.
We'll get there. We will get there.
That's it.
But there are others. Believe it or not. There are others. So the other big IP, the other 800-pound gorilla out there, of course, is Star Trek. And specifically Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Yep. He says, hi, Jeff. Mr. Hi, Jeff. Oh, Chuck. I don't know if you'd seen this previously.
Good book, John Yingling. Good book.
Of course, I got your Chewie, your Chewbacca done. He's ready to go. We also have an Ewok for you,
Mr. The teddy bear.
Yeah, Mr. McMurray painted this up for you. So you got the Ewok, you got the Chewbacca, and I just received the shirt tomorrow. So I'm going to bundle all of this up in the next day or two, throw in a little couple extras for you that I think you might like, and get it shipped off to you. So they will be on their way, Chuck.
Tiger, Dave, hey, how you doing?
So what game what would I play with Star Trek? Of course, some of y'all have seen this before. I'm going to show it again. I got this guy right here, 1/1000th scale. I've got this and the Reliant, both in scales, give you an idea of how big this sucker is going to be. Here's the saucer section.
Wow. Looks like a wireless access point dish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's big. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches in diameter. So these are going to be big. And the thing is with Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, the Battle of the Mutara Nebula is what I'm going to be playing. You only need those two ships. Well, what game can you play for those ships? Well, there's a couple out there that you can play. Of course, Fistful of Lead Starfighters has the quote fleet action rules in the back. But I really, really, really enjoy the old FASA game, Star Trek Starship Combat Simulator. It's a fun game. It's the game I cut my teeth on when it comes to miniature gaming. Got that. I believe the summer or two before my brother got all of his Rogue Trader Warhammer 40K stuff. So I have had it for a while. It's a good little game. In that game, you started off having little hex counters because it was basically a hex counter game with miniatures.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, good, yeah.
But then they also came out with miniatures where the Enterprise was about 3.5 inches long. Warmut, if you've got time to say, hey, dorks, you have time to get in here. Just saying. Chuck says, off the subject, I bought some Napoleonic 28 millimeter figures.
Oh man, I can't wait to see you paint those.
Yeah, your painting's coming along great, Chuck. I enjoy seeing what you're putting together. It's good stuff. It really is. So yeah, I would use those old rules. The rules I would not use is Amarillo Design Bureau's Star Trek Starfleet battles. Just bah. So Warmut, why don't you hop on here and ask him your damn self? Stop typing in.
I am painting.
But the game that I want to use, well, another game that works really great with Star Trek is Full Thrust by Ground Zero Games. The great thing about Full Thrust, the rules are free to download from Ground Zero Games website, and it is a very, very there's a very active group out there.
I've heard that name, Full Thrust.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Actually, we've played it live on my channel before.
Okay.
So great game.
Since I've come along, or
what's that?
Since I've come along, or before me?
Yeah.
What?
I think it was one of the times when you were really sick.
Oh yeah. That's a lot
So,
lately, it seems.
Crossing Your Obstacles is in the house saying, hey, all. Hello,
Coggy.
sir. Thank you for joining us. I know it is very, very late for you right now. So it is greatly appreciated. And John says Starfleet Battles is combat by accounting, but I still love it. I could never get into it, man. I couldn't do it. Anyway, so full thrust, great set of rules. But there is something coming, and it is Fistful of Lead related. But Jay Wiley is coming out with single combat gladiator rules.
Wow.
And I'm going to see if I can't work those rules to use these starships, because really what you have is single combat gladiatorial combat with those ships, and I think it'd be really cool to play it like that. So we'll have to see. John Longshore's in the house.
John, wave.
Says just back from Winterfest in Sandusky, Ohio. Hex, you should check it out. Next
I was watching some of Ard's videos and stuff to watch a little bit of the clipping and the walkthroughs.
Everyone that is anyone OCS is there, and the designers are demoing their new OCS games until Saturday. There you go.
They've got 4 games hooked together, along with Third Winter, on like just it looks like John. What's it did about a 20-foot by 6-foot wide table, and there's about 8 of them.
That's cool.
Playing it.
Bunkhouse is in the house. Evening, everyone.
What up, Dougie?
Evening, sir. And McMurray has joined us.
Yeah, what's
Thank
up,
you, sir.
Dougie? Hi, guys. I was trying to get my car out of my driveway with this fantastic sleet that we've had.
Not going to happen.
No, not at all. Like, right down to, I just drank like a gallon and a half of water in the last 2 hours.
Funzos.
And held it as long as I could, and then pissed under my front tires to try and get the concrete barrier under there, because fuck it.
John says space movies. Oh, I don't know. Spaceballs. You know what?
It could be gamed.
I've seen the miniatures.
I was about to say somebody makes the miniatures.
I've even seen someone do the Star Ranger or whatever the hell it's called, the Winnebago.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it can be done.
A file up on Thingiverse.
It can be done. And John, John says 15 by 5.
Okay, 15 foot by 5. Okay, yeah. I mean, that thing was massive, dude.
So yeah, Star Trek. The other movie that is going to really well, Star Trek 3 has a decent combat between the Klingon bird of prey and the Enterprise, but really the best, even in my opinion, even better than the Battle of the Matara Nebula from Star Trek 2 is the battle in Star Trek 6 against the cloaked bird of prey against the Enterprise, with the Excelsior coming in at the end to not really save the day, but take some attention off of Enterprise long enough for her to get her shit together. Longshore says, shook my McMurray 8-ball. Reply hazy. Ask again later.
Yeah.
A little frosty out there tonight.
Yes, it is.
Are you going to be getting any of the snow that we're going to be getting? Or is it just the ice?
Got just like an inch and a half of sleet.
Oh, yeah.
So
I cannot wait for springtime.
Smacking it. Because I put salt down, but it wasn't ever cold enough or wasn't ever warm enough for any of it to melt. So the salt has done pretty much nothing as far as I can tell. And yeah. And so I was out there trying to, my driveway isn't super conducive to shoveling unless it's just snow. So I was out there. Usually I can take a deck scrubber and get a good amount of it off, but that wasn't doing. Nothing.
Crossing
That wasn't doing
Obstacles
anything.
says, I rarely watch movies, but I would say Aliens, Alien, and after that, I have no idea. If I can say Star Trek original series and Next Generation, I'll add those. And then he says, yay, snow. I'm aware that you live at the North Pole, so yeah, I get your excitement for snow. But for those of us that grew up in South Texas, snow sucks. I'm just saying. But to each their own.
Jeff?
To each their own.
That would be me. I'm Jeff. Hey,
Yeah, I was about to
guess
say-
what I'm doing right? What am I doing right this second?
You're painting winter soldiers and wishing for snow.
No, I'm using my Vortex paint mixer, and you can't hear it.
Oh, that's nice.
What a dick. Did you mute, or is it actually that quiet?
No, it's that quiet.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Look at you go. I got
Yeah.
another game in the mail, Jeffy.
What'd you get?
I haven't opened it up. It's from Bill Miller in Greensburg, PA. How
I know
about you?
Bill. I know Bill.
You know Bill?
Bill Miller makes barbecue in Texas.
Take off. You don't know Bill Miller. Well, I know Bill Miller in St. Louis, too, but that's not the point.
Take off, eh?
Anyway, so those are my two to start. I'll let someone else jump in. Now, Hex, you said Aliens.
That's it. It's the only real one out there.
I don't even know what to talk about.
Oh.
Do you
Oh,
not
shit.
look at my posts to
It's
see
War
what
at Sea, Jeffy.
is?
Oh, sci-fi movies.
Right. So Aliens. Again, of course, I'll always say you can play Fistful of Lead. That aside, a buddy of mine came up with his own rules for playing Aliens. He presented it at J3 one year. Really, really cool. He loves the spectacle of putting on a game, and so it was all dark. He set up a black light because the board had glow in the dark paint on it, so it glowed, and it was just really a fun game. It had anytime the queen would pop up to go attack something, he would turn on the circle light, the warning light that you see like on the top of police cars, old school.
Around dome lights.
Yeah, but it was yellow, like you have on top of like forklifts.
Oh,
Let's go ahead and I like Star Trek Discovery. That's current interesting, but what bugs me about space things is ship captains performing all the missions by themselves. We won't go into that, John, but yeah, I agree.
Everyone very, very distinctive Thomas Cochran and Nelson Street to them. I agree with you, John.
Yeah. Bunkhouse Games, I'll mention Stargate movie and SG-1 versions is probably my favorite sci-fi franchise. We'll get to that, Bunkhouse.
I definitely
Crossing Obstacles says he got a Vortex paint mixer shaker the other day.
I'm keeping my other one. Even though it's loud, it's still useful.
He says, number one, stay here. I'm going to save the galaxy myself. Keep an eye on me and pull me back when I'm about dead.
Buckaroo
Exactly.
Banzai.
Oh,
John understands how it works.
Yeah, Chuck's going to lump some movies into groups. Predator, all. Alien, all. Star Wars, all 11. Star Trek, all 13. Serenity, and Titan AE. Well, there you go.
Here's an old one. That's a cartoon one, wasn't it? Animated?
Yeah, oh yeah, but it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how you would really play a game with it, but hey, it's cool enough. And so I enjoyed Dune. A bit long though. Is that a space movie? Yes, it is, John. And it
Which
doesn't have to be
Dune?
space. Both, all three. Doesn't matter.
There you go.
I love all three. I don't care.
I would agree with you.
So another good way to play Aliens is to use Tomorrow's War from Ambush Alley. That would be a good set of rules to use if you don't want to use Fistful of Lead. You can get the PDF from the Ambush Alley Games website. So the books, you can't get the books anymore. They are completely sold out, and Osprey will not be printing more.
Well, I tell you this. Now, we know that I like historical board games.
Uh-huh.
If there was one freaky off the wall non-hex encounter war board game that I would love to have, and that's Aliens.
Yeah.
The one by Gale Force 9, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
I would not turn that away.
What about you? What sci-fi movie do you like? Would you play?
Sci-fi movie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm with Jeff with Aliens.
Okay.
You know what?
Nothing
Tom Cruise
zombie
movie,
related?
Oblivion.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
You could use the droids and all that against the leftover humans or whatever in that movie. Dude, have you guys saw that Amazon Prime movie, Tomorrow World with Chris Pratt?
Great movie.
It's
Great
freaking
movie.
awesome.
Have not seen that one yet.
And I want to see
Watch
the
it.
Adam Project coming out on Netflix this year.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then you guys obviously said your Star Wars and Star Trek and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McMurray, what about you?
Like I was just saying, I tuned into the wrong show, man. About the only sci-fi I really watch / I don't watch a lot of sci-fi, but I'd say probably Star Wars, Stargate. For whatever reason, I didn't think Serenity was nearly as good as Firefly was.
Right.
Maybe that makes me a terrible person.
The TV series Firefly is, in my opinion, has better stories than the movie Serenity.
Oh, it absolutely does. It absolutely does.
My opinion, I would have liked to have an entire movie of the Battle of Serenity Valley.
That's fair. I mean, most of the episodes, it seems like they could have made into full-length feature movies, like by doubling the time, and it wouldn't have been a bad thing. Instead, they went completely off the rails and kind of broke the aesthetic with the same characters. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I do have those figures. I need to paint them up. And then, so yeah, Serenity, Star Wars, Stargate, and then I guess just Predator count. Predators are ridiculous.
Yeah, Predator. Yeah.
I would game the shit out of Predator just because, just like in this, but in the same vein as Eat Hitler, where everybody's got to put crap on their faces and talk like a doofus. Get to the chopper. I go forward and shoot.
Right.
I have been throwing too many dice.
Right. Because honestly,
oh my God, I need to find Predator miniatures before March to Victory. Holy shit. Okay.
Because let's be honest, the game you would play for Predator shouldn't be taken seriously.
Oh, it'd be so stupid. It'd be so dumb. It'd be like realistically, if you wanted to mimic the movie, it'd be like one figure randomly dies. There you go. The next figure randomly dies. If you're Arnold, you roll a d6. On a 4-up, you don't die.
Right.
And if you're Jesse Ventura, you have to have just a giant plug of red man in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's about it. Like, I mean...
And if you don't want to chew tobacco, you got to have a big wad of Big League Chew bubble gum.
Yeah, exactly. Or
but,
like,
but it's got
like tea leaves or something. Like, it just the point is, that is the epitome of one of the games that I would very, very intentionally design to be as ridiculous as possible.
Right, right. Crossing obstacles. So I haven't seen it, but The Martian, making it a solo game and see how long you survive. Just lots of tables to roll on, and then you have to balance resources. You know what? That
That has potential.
That does.
I'm about to say, if War of the Worlds was the original story, not some crap with Tom Cruise set in like New York or something, I'd play the shit out of War of the Worlds.
Well,
But-
I mean that's not too far off of All's Quiet on the Martian Front.
Is that a movie though?
No. It's a rule set.
It
So
is.
you can,
It's
you
not.
can- yeah. So it's the same
That's right.
aesthetic.
It's not that. It's not my favorite.
No,
It's also like not
Soylent
15
Green.
millimeter. Huh?
John,
yeah, Soylent Green. It's people.
how about the Omega Man?
Because says Gundam is
The
a pretty
Omega
good
Man?
sci-fi franchise that's been neglected in tabletop games. One game almost made it to crowdfunding but died for licensing issues. Yeah, and that's where you really run into problems with IPs. Is if you go at it where you are going to say this is Gundam, then you run into problems. However, if you make miniatures that look like Gundam but call it something different,
Dangums.
you're exactly right. You can get away with it and then use whatever rules you want.
Make them Dangum miniatures.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
Reese says have a massive random event deck for Predator.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be just the dumbest stuff. Again, the whole point is, and especially, I have not seen an Arnold movie that I can take seriously enough. You know what I mean? Just because he's such an absurd character, even when he's trying to be serious.
But that's why we love him.
Exactly. Oh, you're 110% right. That's why I enjoy that movie. That's why I enjoy the Rambo movies, because Sylvester Stallone is the exact same way.
The muscle flexing handshake scene in Predator. Come on.
That's Jeff, I made a joke about that like 10 minutes ago.
I didn't hear that. Shut up.
Yeah, because you were stirring your paint.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, you don't have that discussion. Todd refused to have that discussion with me.
Mr. Beckus, welcome, sir.
Well,
Late or
speaking
not,
of-
it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Does Mad Max, since Paul's here, does Mad Max
Oh,
count
LeBron,
as sci-fi?
baby.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
Okay, if Mad Max counts as sci-fi, I would game the hell out of Mad Max.
yep.
What about Flash Gordon?
Never seen it.
Flash Gordon?
He's a young pup.
Wow.
No, I mean I've watched part of it and I thought it was just god awful. Zardoz,
Oh,
I would game part of
it is
Zardoz.
so campy. It is amazing. I mean, it is the king of camp. It's the prince of cheese.
You are absolutely right.
It's
Doesn't
wonderful.
he? Yeah, because he's like a fucking football player and he like throws football shaped shit at aliens and whatever. Yeah. Zardoz. I would game Zardoz. How about that?
Oh, good lord.
Only if I could find a Zardoz miniature.
I
black
think
hole.
there's one out there. Like a legitimate
Legitimately shocked if there was
sculpted
not.
somebody. Yeah. John Carter of Mars.
I found
Actually-
some.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just talking out of my ass at this point in time. Go for it.
John Carter of Mars. If any of y'all watched my brother's live paint and chat we did on Sunday, we talked a lot about John Carter of Mars. I loved that movie. I think the aesthetic is perfect, and I would love to game the crap out of that game too.
Didn't do it for me.
You didn't like it?
No, but I watched about 15 minutes of the movie and I was like, eh.
Oh, it gets so good. It's so good. Yeah, Gaslands for Mad Max. The other thing you can do is use the old Car Wars rules from Steve Jackson Games.
The guy that did Ogre?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Paul Becker says, I've been cleaning out my shed and I found the original first Mad Max novel I bought back when the movie came out. Very cool.
There you go.
John says, Flash Gordon, Cowboys versus Aliens. Yes, Cowboys versus Aliens is good. And of course, yes, John Carter of Mars. John Longshore says you're open to all the post-apocalyptic movies. We're one step away from War Month Zombies. You're not too far from being wrong. John
World
Carter
War
Morris
Z,
is
baby.
great, but poorly marketed. Absolutely, John. I totally agree. But
So
yeah,
I found like Space Knights, Chris.
what's that?
Sorry, keep going. I'm sorry. I thought you had a pause.
No,
Keep
go
going.
ahead.
No, I was just being a smartass. I found those Space Knights I got from Battle Valor.
Yeah.
I have identified Toby Kenobi.
Outstanding.
Toby Kenobi.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good
Hey,
time.
Toby.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, any anime that is
No,
near future, like Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, that would be good. Ghost in the Shell was a good movie too.
You can also
I'm
go
gonna keep
with
saying it. I love.
what?
I said I'm gonna keep saying it. I love you guys, but you gotta stop.
Now, Ghost in the Shell is actually really good, but
The
even
fact that
better-
anime exists right now is Harry Truman's greatest failure as a Missourian.
You're killing me.
All right, guys.
The other
Dead serious.
the other
Between
thing-
anime and used underwear, Missouri failed the whole world.
You're killing me. But cyberpunk in general is fun, especially Blade Runner. Gotta love Blade Runner. To the point that I am currently in the process of painting up a team.
Blade Runner rocks.
That's
Got
the one
this
with
guy.
Harrison Ford you guys were saying
Yeah.
to watch, right?
Here's this guy right here.
Dick Record, right?
Dirk Richard is what I'm
Oh.
calling him.
There you go.
I think he turned
Okay, so I wasn't.
out right nicely.
I was
And
like
then-
semi-venturing a guess on that one, and I'm like, I'm gonna say Dick, and they're all gonna make fun of me. But all right, it's Dirk. I was.
Yeah. Of course,
Very
I got
Thank God.
her. She dropped and broke, so I have to do some touch up on her.
Are these 3D printed?
Yes.
There you go.
Do you
Yeah.
not have Melanie Griffith's character?
And this dude right here.
I like the pinstripes on his track pants.
Yeah.
I really like the pinstripes on his track pants. Those are fantastic, my man.
Thank you. Well, to be honest, they're molded, not molded, but they're printed. They're actually
That- I
raised.
mean,
Screen my glasses.
You still picked them out though. Like
Yeah.
it's not
Three
like they were
stripes.
already painted.
Reese says, at least Missouri has Branson. Branson can go fornicate itself.
Hey man, it's better than anywhere else in the U.S. other than the rest of Missouri. You're
Right.
exactly right, Reese.
And
Missouri
then
is a great place.
Harrison Ford loves to kill himself off so he doesn't have to make any more serial movies.
What country
Correct.
is Missouri in?
What'd you say?
It's right up there at a hayseed level as West Virginia. So,
Don't you put down Missouri like that.
have you been to the Ozarks?
Yeah, dude.
There's a hotel in Missouri when I used to travel across the country.
What'd you
stayed
say?
at it. It was a Comfort Inn, it was a Days Inn that I always stayed at. I wish I remember the name. It was right in the middle of Missouri on the interstate, going east to west.
Probably in Kingdom City, baby.
Used to always.
That's right
stay
out there by Bunkhouse, if I recall correctly. But yeah, that's right out by Fulton, where I lived for several years. Great place. Good place.
Had a
Kingdom
freaking.
City is fun because you can stop at any number of large, gas stations or Ozark Land where they sell such things as fudge and bull whips. It's good.
True that.
Two of my favorites.
Exactly. I knew
Crossing
you'd love that,
Obstacles
Jesse.
asks V Underground versus Lizard People. Yeah, there you go.
I guess
you might as well throw Roddy Piper's movie in there then.
Oh, that's a good movie, dude. With the glasses.
Them.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
you know, because so to me, those are pulp sci-fi, and I love them. You know,
you guys talking about Roddy Piper?
yeah,
Cherry 2000 with Melanie Griffith and what's his name that starred in all the John Wayne movies?
John
John
Wayne.
Wayne.
No, the guy was
I
his
see you out here
sidekick
to
in
award,
most of
Chris.
the movies. Johnson, was his name Johnson or
Gabby Johnson.
no?
Gabby Johnson's right. Roar.
Howard
Died
Johnson is right.
recently. Come on, John Longshore, help me out here. Who was John Wayne's sidekick in all those movies? McClintock.
John Wayne, his son.
Who?
Ricky Nelson.
No,
Gene Wilder.
no, fuck no.
Clint Eastwood.
God damn, I know his name. I can't even get it out.
Gene Autry.
No, shut up.
Well,
Audie
I'm just
Murphy.
trying to help you, Jeff.
Escape from New York. Escape from New York would be cool. That's actually Escape from New York is another one that you could probably do as a solo game.
Mhm.
You're Snake
Or as a
Plissken,
or as a cooperative game trying to kill old boy.
Ben Johnson.
right? Ben Johnson. There you go.
Escape from New York. The only thing good about that movie, Adrian Barbeau.
Oh yeah.
He was okay, man.
And then what of the pulp sci-fi from the 30s and 40s, like Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers? Absolutely. Oh, if we want to go completely absurd, Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian.
I'm about to say we said Spaceballs, what on Space Jam. Todd played that sports game. Maybe he's got a basketball.
You're done with my plutonium XR 317. I love the little Martian.
It's the Ludium. It's the Ludium Pu-38 explosive space modulator.
Yeah, that thing. That thing. I like his little Roman helmet he wore.
Yeah.
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah.
What?
My dad had a little Marvin the Martian plastic figure that he had in his car for decades. Because his name's
Flash
Marvin.
Gordon was brought up. Buck Rogers would be another one too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would go with the more modern Buck Rogers because of Aaron Gray.
Buck.
But that's
See,
just
if there was, I'm just sad because there's not. Again, I'm sitting here doing everything for this Victorian sci-fi thing, and there's not like a Space 1889 movie.
Space 1999, you mean?
no Space 1889.
I remember Space 1999.
Yeah, Space 1889 is a old school RPG.
Okay, wait a minute. Here, I got one for you. There's a series that ran for a couple years. Space Above and Beyond.
Yeah, but see, that's a TV series.
I have a DVD here with all of them on it.
Bye,
John,
John.
have a good night, sir. Take care. Be well. Thanks for showing up. Thanks
See
for
you, John.
watching. If you're still on, we need to get you onto the show sometime and talk naval wargaming.
Oh, is
So-
that John? John?
John Yingling. No, John
that-
Yingling.
They make war games for Navy.
Shut up.
Murray just got one in the mail.
All those lights and battery
I'm
motors
with you
for
on
my
that one,
ships.
Bud.
Put me in that
No,
corner.
see, John, I just have to sit behind my ships and blow on them real hard so that they'll move.
Yeah, John wants to know, if you saw those lights and battery motors for your ships.
I did. Those are awesome. Yes, sir.
Oh man, I'll tell you who would do a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea game. He
I
looks like the
think
Magic
we all
8
know
Ball
who.
right here.
Who?
You
Yeah.
would do 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in a freaking heartbeat. Could you
Yeah,
imagine
like
about a 2 or 3 foot long Nautilus
Yes.
and have the natives on the boats coming at you?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
There's a
Look.
copy of it sitting right here at my table, along with, Jesus, What do I have sitting right here?
Jesus.
War of the Worlds and Dr. Moreau, and then a short story book of H.G. Wells's that has a short story called Land Ironclads in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm here for it, guys.
Okay, so I'm calling it right now, McMurray. We need to work on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea for March to Victory 2023.
Shit. You print me a ship and get it to me a week beforehand. I'll order natives and canoes off Old Glory right now.
Yeah, we're going to make it. We're not going to be for this year because the printer is already tasked for a shit ton of other stuff. But for 2023, we're doing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That's easy enough. We just got to find miniatures for it, which I can't imagine will be that hard because they're
natives and they're late 1800s sailors.
Oh.
Which you probably already have.
I was about to say, he laughed staring at them on the table.
Right?
Yeah, oops.
So I just need to find the Nautilus.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, see, that's the thing. Are we going to do a Nautilus like a traditional Nautilus, or are we going to do like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Nautilus? Because that one is drastically different.
I would like to do the Walt Disney Nautilus.
Oh, see,
Of course you would. Of course you would, Star Wars boy.
Sure.
Hey, what's up, LBWC?
Hey, Steve. How you doing, sir? Hello. How's the blizzard?
Paul Lee. That's a good point, Paul. Planet of the Apes. I've got some figures for Planet of the Apes, some ape figures from Battle of Valor that I need to paint up. They were my free pack.
We're talking 1960s, right? We're not talking.
Yeah, Charlton Heston, dog.
Yeah,
we're not talking apes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Says, I'm sure you can find a Nemo STL from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to the 1960s vibe is what I'm going with. I just played some WAR with Clay. Wanted to stop by for a bit and say howdy. Well, howdy, sir. John Longshore says you guys need to get a copy of Avalon Hill's Flat Top. I think you'll be exceptionally impressed. It probably costs an arm and a leg too. Otherwise, most naval captains would work. The thing is, the naval captain needs to be the type that looks like a Greek fisherman. You know, with the big friggin' sweater. Yeah, the big sweater and the overcoat.
I have one here.
Crossing Off School says, well, it's 4 a.m. and I have work in like 3 hours. Better get at least some sleep. Have a nice stream, everyone. Again,
yeah, I know that feeling. Crossing Off School.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I truly am pleased that you come and watch. So have a good night. Get a little bit of rest and be safe. LEW says, doing good, doing okay. It looks like we're planning on being up in your neck of the woods probably late July, just to let you know, because there's no way in hell I'm being up there right now with going to be minus 22. Bark at that noise. No. And they've got about 1,800 feet of snow right now, Jeff. So if you want snow, that's where you need to be, is Fargo, North Dakota.
I'm thinking about, a couple of years, 3 years when I can retire, quit my job, moving up there and working for Steve in his store.
God, I hope Steve is not reduced to that.
Right.
I'd be a good employee.
You've got Reese says, then you need a Kirk Douglas also. And Guns of Navarone figures, yes.
I'm gonna say,
New Aliens board game is pretty good. You can play co-op or solo. There you go. There you go, Jeff.
There we go. Send it to me.
Jeff plays everything solo.
He said, okay, should be here. Don't go many places. Outstanding. And he says, I'd take you, Jeff. The only problem is it's just so damned cold in the wintertime.
I'd stay indoors. Matter of fact, he could just build me an apartment in the game store and I'd never leave the game store.
I'm about to say, I bet you he could get some sort of grant money for employing you.
Yeah. Chris Long is in the house. Hello, how's it going, A?
Okay.
Good, you, A?
Hey there, bud. How are you now?
Just keep it at the end of the laneway. It's out of print,
Really?
waiting for reprint. And I've got to play that Nimitz game solo. Or I've got to play that Nimitz game solo.
Get it, Paulie.
And he says it's good weather for wargaming.
Get your cotton hot plate.
Firefox was okay. Why am I painting? What the hell's wrong with me?
Well, did Guderian and his Blitzkrieg win?
I played.
No.
I played and videoed another 2 turns of Pleasant Hill tonight. People are
The
really
bums never win, Mr. Lebowski.
liking that
The
one.
bums never win. Or
They'll call
bums
you the
always-
store guard.
Oh, I can.
Like
Yeah. I can do that.
other stores have like store cats or store dogs. You'll be the store Jeff.
Yeah.
I could be an employee during the day and security at night. Of course, Steve would come in one day and be, "Why are all these games unstrinked?"
Yeah. I'm very, very confused here, Jeff. Also, what on earth is that smell?
Well, you didn't say you would put a shower in there for me.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Good Lord. All right. This is devolving quickly. So, let's see. Another. Yeah. Oh, I was going to talk about Stargate. Before I got really deep involved with Stargate or with Fistful of Lead, I was working on a project for Stargate SG-1 using the Tomorrow's War rules. And it was coming along. I had found the 28 millimeter SG-1 team.
And then Eureka stopped selling them?
Yeah. So I didn't
Yep.
get any of the Jaffa.
Oh, right here.
Not the Hefe, the Jaffa.
No.
And not the Jeffafa. And Steve says you got to hose out back.
That works, except for the wintertime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I got a hot plate.
Yeah. You'll just have to have fast showers in the wintertime. That's all.
Yep. Yes.
Exactly, Paul. I actually ordered recently from Eureka US, and the shipment is somehow boogered, and I emailed them about it, and I haven't heard back from them. I was kind of sad about that. Ironclad in the UK got back to me, and John got back to me in 2 or 3 hours, which I was quite shocked about because it was darn near the middle of the night. I hope I didn't wake him up.
Walkabout Games, Chris Long A says, I sell SG-1 teams in Jaffa. What scale?
You should drop a link to that. I would imagine they're 3D printed, so he could do anything. Chris, you should drop a link to that, a linkity link in the Discord.
Yeah, you do. And Steve says, you guys are a hoot.
Who?
Oh, hey, Brian.
Oh, shut up, you nugget.
Another
What the
country
hell?
heard from.
You didn't know I was here.
I didn't know you were still on here. I had assumed it had already, the time it came and went for tacos or chicken.
Or ice cream.
That
It's
either.
8:30 here. 8:20, whatever.
That's good to hear, John. I hope so.
Christ, it's 10:30.
Oh. But yeah, it's I now have a crap ton of 15 millimeter Stargate stuff that I'm working on.
Paul, isn't Eureka Australia the original company, and then Eureka, the U.S. one, is a distributor, or is it vice versa? I can never remember.
No, it's Eureka is Australian and Eureka America is the distributor.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Steve. The talking circles are probably best, though. You really don't want to see their mugs.
Somebody making fun of me. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, you don't. It's,
Steve says the talking circles freaks me out a bit. Fair enough.
What was that?
We had to drive by mudding.
Okay. Oh, I got a show suggestion.
Yes. Go on.
A show for you guys. And Mutt has got to be part of this shit too, or else I won't even watch or attend. Basing.
Basing?
Yep.
All right.
Where you actually do something, not just, hey, do this, do that, do this. I want to fucking see it done because
It's
it
easy.
fucking sucks on my end.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Put glue on the
Somebody's
base, dip it in green Geeks Gaming stuff.
Somebody's getting spicy over here. Good
Yeah, he
grief.
is. Yeah, he is. All right.
So-
I will put something together just for you, Jeff.
Good deal.
I was about to say, Jeff, do you need me to do like a thing, a pre-recorded thing for Chris to drop for you there?
I want to see
Never
a
fake.
show on how to do it.
Actually, that's a really good idea, Chris. We could make that quite hilariously patronizing
Yeah, we could.
just for Jeffrey.
Yeah, see? Glue, Geeks Gaming, Scenic, boom.
Look, you turd balls.
Just
All
dip it.
I know that I haven't used none of McMurray's stuff yet.
Dip it.
I'm
Yeah,
doing the
that's
glue,
right. I
smearing it,
sent you. Keep
smearing
getting
it around, but the shit looks terrible to me.
We'll make it happen, brother. We'll do it. We'll do it.
I forgot about that. I absolutely did send you some, didn't I?
Yeah, I haven't used it yet because I've started those in the green. I didn't want to make anything different.
Oh, jeez.
So the next thing, maybe when I get eventually done with this chick. See, Brian, I'm using the stuff you sent me. If I ever get done with her, maybe I'll base her with rocks.
Hey, zoom that in. Let's see
Yeah, I
it.
am. I am.
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm very here. Look at her tape. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Too light in here. Sorry.
Yeah, I see it now.
Looks good.
I'm gonna.
Back look good.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hold that up again, Jeff? I didn't see it.
Oh my God.
I was
Here, I'll
putting
throw-
my camera on for the viewers.
See some cleavage here.
There you go.
Nice cleavage.
I know.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I could see that.
Jeez, oh, Lou.
Looking good.
So I need to finish this Civil War game over here, and then that table is going to stay empty because I've got my fingers crossed by reading all the Facebook stuff that because GMT is not notifying the people of the shipments that my GMT Into the Woods is in the mail and on its way here.
So you're clearing out one Civil War game for another Civil War game.
Because I want to get that one. I can't play the whole thing because I think it's 4 maps, but I can find a scenario to play in it because I don't have my tables together anymore.
Oh, no.
All right. So, one thing, kind of swerving off topic.
We've been off topic for a while.
Yeah, I know.
It's sci-fi
We
movie.
tend to do that.
What's that?
We tend to do that.
Yeah, we do. This morning, I woke up, received notification of a YouTube video, went and watched it, and lo and behold, I'm mentioned. Our channel is mentioned. Joy of Wargaming did a call out video saying, "Hey guys, go watch go check out these channels." And Todd was on there. Wardrobe plays World War II. I'm on there, and Jay Wiley's on there. Because of that, I'm assuming because of that, gained 8 subscribers today.
That's how it works.
So
Cool.
go
So-
subscribe to Hex to Hex
Yes.
5.
and Mini Warbutt.
Yeah.
I need 5.
So this guy here, if you have not subscribed to Hex, please go subscribe to him. He is 5 away from 1,000. Do it
Yeah.
now. If you are not already subscribed,
Michelangelo right there.
and then Warmutt, he's at what are you now at? Like 7? Where are you? 700, 600? What are you?
Who, me?
Just trap.
Yeah.
I'm at 725 now.
All right. Well, let's get you to
Or
800.
723, I don't know.
Let's get you to
Yeah, look-
800.
Look at little Mr. Big Shot over here.
I
It's
am
74 now.
right now as we speak. I'm at 152.
Well, Mutt will be past me about July. I figure July, August.
That's because that man puts out videos like nobody's business.
Yeah, he does.
What if he has a job?
And your stuff is amazing.
It is. I agree.
Jeff, I like your content as well, but
Thank you.
I'm a little partial to that, I guess.
Right.
Actually, I take that back. You're the people you let onto your channel are hot garbage.
John says, "Well, if Hexy had anything worth watching,
You
shots
slut.
fired.
Oh,
Shots
oh.
fired."
Oh,
Dang.
you fight.
Steve LBW Steve says, "I'm a premier member of Hex to Hex." And then he says, "LBW is at 388. Let's get him to 400. If you are not subscribed to LBW Strategy Gaming, go and subscribe to him also. Let's get
Same
him
with
to
Pete
400.
Beckus, though. See all the awesome videos. Paul's been making videos forever.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
subscribe to Paul's channel.
PB, it'll be a 15 millimeter box of beer.
You're a cheap turd. You know that?
I'll send him to Brian first so he can paint them.
John Longshore says, "I don't have a channel because I just sit and stare at the camera, so I can't say anything." Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
John.
enough, John.
John, were you on camera at all in Sandusky? Because I wouldn't have been able to pick you out.
So McMurray does not have a page. He
Oh,
skulks.
jeez.
He skulks about on mine and Hexy's, and if Warmud ever went live, I'm sure he'd have him there. But also, he does quite a bit with Todd over at Todd. Ward Rowe plays World War II, so he's a creator, but he's not an editor, and that's the way he wants to stay.
Yeah, technology terrifies me.
Oh, come on.
He's good enough to get us the videos. So, you know what? And some of my most watched episodes are with him in it. So I'm happy. He'd blow us all away if he actually had his own channel.
You don't have
I don't
those
know about that.
episodes. You don't have those episodes posted though. They're not public.
Oh, the
Those
not
are
just
yours
Hexy's,
and
members
yours only.
Members only. Jeff has a
Gypsy
members
YouTubers,
only
right?
Circuit
videos
riders.
where his
Bunkhouse
OnlyFans
says-
jacket.
Yeah.
McMurray is like a circuit riding preacher of the community. Yes.
There you go. Perfect.
He's a gypsy YouTuber.
Yes. Yeah.
John says twice he sat on Gary's Monday and whisked past on Dan's video on Tuesday.
You
That sounds
set-
like us at the Wiley War Games weekend.
Yeah.
That live stream.
Which we are going to be live streaming at, said it before, we'll say it again. We are live streaming. Some of the stuff will be live streamed from March to Victory.
Oh, okay.
And Steve says, "Congrats, Jeff, on almost 1,000. Awesome. Call your friends, call your relatives, call your dogs. Get them to sign up."
They subscribe to everybody out here.
Yep. And if you're not a subscriber to Joy of Wargaming yet, hit him up.
Yeah, do that.
His stuff's great.
Good dude.
He's a really good guy. I'm wanting him to get back onto one of our live shows, just to chat again. John said, but I had to take the wife out to Olive Garden, or else she threatened to get a tattoo with my name on it.
Oh my god. Hey, Mutt, are you painting the undeads right now? Are you putting them together? Or what?
Your undead that you just got.
Are you messing with the undead things you just got right now?
Yeah.
No, I'm still building the goblins.
Uh-huh.
The Kings of War goblins. Gobbles.
And McMurray, what are you doing right now?
I am basing crew and infantry figures for Victorian sci-fi. I'm getting them on their washers so I can go prime them. They will hold on. Let me get my camera up here so I can kind of see what's going on. We've got a set of guys that are this style, this British style, but they're going to be different. I've got one set that's that color, another set that's a lighter gray or a lighter tan. They come in a set that's got 15 double sculpts, so 30 figures total. The next group, since they've got the sun helmets and all that stuff, will be half of them will be Anglo-Zulu painted, and the other half will be all in black with white helmets. Just
Anglo-Zulu means red, right?
this sort of thing, that sort of a scheme.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And then over here, I've got
Oh, yeah.
some nominally American artillery crew
So we're in
that
silver
I'm going
on.
to paint up in a khaki scheme, very similar to my Zimmerman Telegram figures, so I can use the infantry from that as airship crew. I've got a number of, while I was at it, I just grabbed some random stuff for like if I wanted to do a bigger battles on land game. So I grabbed some like higher command figures on horseback. This guy, here's an American-esque one. He's got that same kind of.
They're going to have a shit hard time getting those horses on those flying ships.
Well, that's why I said on the ground. And then this guy who's just wild looking. I don't know. I did find some other cool like pulpy figures. There's this dude who looks like kind of just a random, British officer of the time.
Where's
This
Uncle
dude-
Eric?
Was that a Webley 38 in his holster? Or is he
band.
happy to see you?
It's probably a Martini 30, or it's probably Martini, but yeah, same idea. This dude who I don't know what the hell figure this is, but I figure he looks mad sciencey enough to be Victorian sci-fi.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's
As-
he's definitely the guy down below decks making sure the stuff is getting hominid.
As well as this guy who it's hard to see the detail of his face, but he's got a monocle and just a wild look on his face.
Does he have like hair just going all over the damn place?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's the Nemo figure. He's got the big coat, the
Yes.
sweater
Yes.
you can see, the beard. Yeah.
James Mason,
Huh?
the actor who played
Oh.
Nemo. James Mason.
Yeah. You had me really stumped there for a half second. But yeah, so the
And see-
crews that I have painted up already, here's one of the gun crew types. You can see the base on that guy's kind of ugly. But they're based in just a really simple ready tan.
Yeah,
There's one of the gun crew types.
looking
And
sharp.
then
And
the other main gun crew type looks like these guys. They're a little more Victorian sci-fi. They've got the brass epaulets and a little silver tie in the front there.
And the great thing
and then-
is, these could also be used in Space 1889, so we're still in our sci-fi genre.
exactly. And these are the German Say Battalion looking guys. I need to figure out. I have another, again, that's the same sort of pack where I have a pack of 30 that's got two sets of 15 sculpts each. I need to figure out how I want to paint the other set of those guys.
Chuck says,
So-
"Journey to the center of the earth."
Also, so
James Mason. Yeah.
super
Yeah, another
cool,
James Mason movie.
super cool old movie.
What famous German general did he play in a World War II movie?
Luke
Fritz.
Geek Gaming? Yeah, Heinrich. Probably one of the ones who lost. So Luke at Geek Gaming Scenics sells crystals of all kinds of different colors. And his American distributor, Tim, and I constantly talk about just taking a bunch of bags of those crystals and building a board that is underboard lighting for Journey to the Center of the Earth when they're walking through the crystal caves.
Cool.
It's just one of those boards that would be a boatload of work
But it would look superior.
John,
for
how
kind of one game.
How much was their belt rig being sold for?
Huh?
I'm reading John Longshore's post. I'm wondering what they were selling that, and were they selling the whole package?
Of what?
Der Weltkrieg.
I have no idea. So what general was it? Was it the one that lost?
No, didn't he play Rommel in one of the desert movies about World War II?
So yes, the one who lost.
Hold on.
Or was it the big loser, that Manstein guy?
No, you will not. You will not degrade Uncle Eric. He will destroy.
Look at this.
He
It's
will
my
destroy your
backhand blow.
Tyrannosaurus.
What?
He will destroy your Tyrannosaurus.
No, he won't. Uncle Eric is going to get eaten and eat Hitler. Sorry, buddy. Donnie is going to chomp on his head. Bite you right in the head. Also, Chris, what the hell? I thought we were setting up. Yeah, I need to get a hold of that, Paul. But Chris, I thought we were setting up so that you were going to play airships. So I signed up for Friday night because I didn't see you running a game. And then Jay goes, "Oh yeah, Chris is running this on Friday night." No.
Yeah, well,
I'm
pretty much not going to be able to play any game that weekend because not only am I
That's
running
fair.
my 2 games, but Robin's dragooned me into running the other Star Wars game when I'm not running mine. So
That's
and I'm
fine.
okay with
You
that.
should be able to. You should be able to play Eat Hitler. I think I'm still going to have that set up just in the gap time
Yeah.
on Saturday night. But I might be
It's a fun game. It's a quick, fun game.
It is. That's the point. It'd be. I feel bad getting people to sign up for a 3-hour time slot to play a game for an hour. So I'm just going to kind of run it in that loose time. I think if that's okay with Mr.
yeah,
Wiley. And
Yeah, it's
Robin.
absolutely.
See, if you all stream that again, I'll watch that in a heartbeat. That other
well,
shit
tell
where
Todd.
you're playing Jim Blow Gap and was fun, but when the same side keeps winning,
What movie?
What's up?
I'm looking at James Mason. What movie? What's the name of the movie you're looking for?
I don't know, was it Tobruk or was it Desert Rats, or he played a German general. I want to say he played Rommel in one of those. Maybe it was Rommel. I don't know. Yeah, I have Tannenberg's the only one I have, John, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, in the movie Desert Rats, 1953, he played Field Marshal Erwin Rommel.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
What a
Well,
doofus.
You also had in that movie Richard Burton and Robert Newton, whoever Robert Newton is.
Dog, Richard Burton is the king of all actors.
He played Captain Tammy McRoberts.
Tammy.
Didn't Richard Burton marry Elizabeth Taylor? Hang on.
3
Twice.
times. Oh, twice.
3 times? I thought it was at least twice.
I married her once. So.
Freaking BS is always stick with him there.
What?
Nothing.
What is Elizabeth Taylor's
I'm just mumbling over here to myself. Just make a comment on Jeff's comment a little bit too.
I love her.
It'll just be me and the wife are going to be dropping off my stepmom at West Acres Mall so she can toddle around in there.
What?
WWST want to know who's all coming to Fargo.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
And if it's okay with you, I'm thinking of bringing a game to play.
Gotta watch out for those tree mulchers over there, man.
What?
The tree. What?
Fargo.
What are you talking about?
The movie, guys. Way over your
Okay,
head.
so for
Yeah,
one
I
thing,
know
the movie Fargo
Yeah.
is not in Fargo.
It's
Well,
about
whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Jeez, Brian. I'm
Whatever.
gonna totally act like I knew that before Chris said it, just to make you feel weird.
Golly, man. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry,
Um,
there's a group of Jeopardy contestants
You
here.
also didn't everyone marry Elizabeth Taylor? You're not wrong.
Beats me, but good for them.
We're gonna be at my lake cabin for a week. We'll be coming into Fargo just for a day.
Fargo.
No, dude. We
I
do
would say
have Donna does have 5 kids, but they're all adults and not coming with us. So
I think
we're
I
all
have
good
a couple
there.
kids up in that state somewhere.
What's that?
I think I have a couple kids up in that state somewhere.
What state don't you have kids in? You
It's easier. What countries don't I have kids?
fucking deadbeats. Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just
Can
painted
somebody
that.
get Jeff an ice pack?
That's my artwork. I did that.
OBW Steve says the movie Fargo pisses me off. They didn't even film it here. They didn't even film it in Brainerd.
All right.
Anyway, besides the point. So yeah, we left the track a long time ago on the subject, but that's okay. That's okay.
We should all definitely play Victorian sci-fi.
What's that?
Play Victorian sci-fi.
Yes,
Why?
because it's sci-fi and it's historical and it's cool.
Yeah, Jeff.
Dark tone, strong tone.
So,
Agrax.
Agrac.
Yeah,
So this Sunday, be there. I will be playing against my brother in our first Kanji City game. Kanji City is the cyberpunk setting for our games that we're putting together. And it's going to be my gang of hired hands, as it were, mercenaries, against his gang, and we'll see what goes down. It's going to be played on a 2x2 play surface with buildings and whatnot. Eventually,
your brother?
Yeah.
I didn't know your brother was into that.
Yeah, he's got his own podcast. That's the other thing. If you like, if you want to check out a really good podcast, he has not been very active the last couple of months. You out of here, Ryan?
No, LBW's going to night night.
Oh, yeah. Take care, buddy.
Bye, Steve.
Sleep well. Becca says I've got a Combat Commander Pacific game scheduled for tomorrow with a real life opponent. So excited. Outstanding.
I didn't know you had Pacific Commander.
Anyway, so my brother, who is a United States Army veteran and is a wargamer, has the audio podcast called The Veteran Wargamer. It's on all of your podcast whatevers. Go check it out. He's got about 75, 76 episodes. So check it out.
See, I thought he was historical only. I guess I didn't realize.
What's that?
I thought he was historical only. I didn't realize.
Oh, he talks all kinds of stuff. He's like me. He's all over the place. He's got some really, really good. He's got a lot of good connections in the wargaming industry. He's had Oh, some pretty big names. I'm drawing a blank. Henry Hyde has been on his show multiple times. Uh, He is probably the second most attending uh, guest after me.
Who's the dude that was on there the other day?
Mike?
Oh, on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mike Burke. He is former sergeant major in the Marine Corps.
All right.
He was the sergeant major of VF 214 Black Sheep Squadron.
He was a Zoomy?
What's that?
He was a Marine Zoomy?
No, he was infantry, but he got moved around. Once you get up to where
Sure.
you're sergeant major, you
Right.
get put where you're not normally put for whatever damn reason. So he was an infantry guy that got put in charge of a fighter squadron. Go figure. I think he was the sergeant major when they were transitioning over to the F-35.
That's all I got, Paul.
Yeah. So Beckus is a listener to my brother. He says he remembers listening to me as a guest on the podcast years ago before I got famous. My brother is still more famous in the gaming world than I am. He's had the editor of what's the
War Games, Soldiers, and Strategy.
Yeah, they're the ones that do the annual survey, right?
Yep.
Oh, something just go down in Ukraine?
Yeah.
I just got a note from Gamer Hudson said there goes the bubble.
Yep.
Crap, it happened.
Was announced about an hour ago.
Son of a bitch.
I thought he had already gone in.
No.
Well, they went into
Well,
Donetsk and
Putin's government officially announced the beginnings of Russian military action in Ukraine about an hour ago.
Wonderful.
Here we go.
Yay.
So I remember, yeah, what was I saying? Joanna says hi. Hadn't seen Joanna for a while. Hi, Joanna. Sergeant Major of the Marines, you have to get a doctorate in management and menology. Yes, you do. But Mike is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and he is not your average former Marine.
Mike's
He
funny.
He has let that shit go. he's kind of like Mr. Jeff here. Yeah, he was a veteran, or he is a veteran, but he's done with it. Reese says, "Yep, Putin approved. Lots going down. Just ducky. Yeah, expect all of your food to now skyrocket.
and gas. They said much as 30 to 32 cents a gallon.
Yeah,
Well, I knew Putin was going to go in, and he recognized the two areas that they've got separatists in, and of course everybody was concerned about Kiev. So, and I got news for y'all. You can take this how you want it. Biden's up there saying that we're not going to send troops over there, but I got news for you. This isn't fucking Uzbekistan or some smaller country. All right, this is what? One of the top three powers in the world. We cannot, there's no possible way that we will be able to stay out of this.
unfortunately, I think you were correct. I was going to look at.
Shit, Kharkov and Kiev are being shelled.
Yeah, there's Russian troops allegedly in Mariupol. Isn't it fun to see this in places that you've played games? Not. But anyways, hey, so
Nike.
you guys will appreciate
March
this.
corn, March, May, and July corn all jumped 25 today.
Our gas finally hit $4 over here.
Shit's gonna get expensive. The
Yeah,
only reason
nothing like scarcity mixed in with a little bit of the old inflation. Good times. But also, have you guys ever noticed how everybody always ties? So, because we need to talk about something other than Ukraine before this gets flagged on YouTube and taken
That's
down.
true.
Your channel gets banned and all that shit. But so everybody always relates everything in life to Sun Tzu's Art of War, right?
right?
Which is comical because aside from like a philosophical idea, your practical applications are minimal to start with, and then once you go like, yeah, man, I run my business according to Sun Tzu's Art of War. Okay, bud. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I had a guy tell me a couple of days ago at the gym that he works out, motivated by Sun Tzu and the Art of War. Okay, bud.
How?
It's going to look like I'm going back to what I'm doing and ignoring you.
Because I am.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. But anyways, my point is, fun fact, Sun Tzu wrote a bunch of other stuff that you can definitely find and read that would probably apply to your life drastically well. Didn't have the best of upbringings. Like, I was reading a chunk out of his, it's an old thing, so obviously just like the Art of War, there's chunks that have survived and chunks that haven't, of his autobiography, memoir type thing. And he was talking about how some little girl giggled at him and some guy laughed and he busted his head because life isn't easy for a boy named Sue.
You're killing me.
I didn't get booted for that? Holy shit, I can't believe I'm still on here. What a good day. Outstanding.
You're killing me.
It's a good day.
So, Jeff.
I just silenced the crowd.
Yeah,
I'm proud of myself.
Aliens will be played at March to Victory.
Aliens, the board game, or Aliens miniatures?
It's going to be miniatures using the leading edge board game rules that's been converted. So whatever leading edge board game is.
There we go.
Leading edge, isn't that?
I know jack about board games. You know this.
Oh, well, I mean, I know Gale Force 9 makes the one that's really, really popular.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
But yeah, we got some guy there going to be running Aliens. It's going to be during session 3. So if I get a chance, I'll get over and get some photos of it for you.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Have you guys ever read Art of War?
Yes.
Good book.
See you, Reese. Take care. Thanks for dropping in.
Bye, Reese.
See you, Reese.
Way to just jump over Bunkhouse's outstanding comment there.
Oh, I was going to let it ruminate up here for a while.
Yeah, buddy. Good. Yeah, buddy.
John Longshore says that was so long of a joke I forgot the plot.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the best ones.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Those are the best ones. Just ask a little boy named Tom. But anyhow, let's just pass or move past that one. Brian exposed himself to a little boy named Tom.
Oh, good
Lord.
That's
the wrong way to put that.
Yeah,
that
wasn't what I meant. Because that you think Ukraine is going to get me banned?
Yeah, he totally didn't. Brian was exposed to a man named Tom, and that man named Tom did not like being exposed to Brian, and it just didn't work out. Brian's a delightful person, though.
That is an accurate statement.
No, Tiger Shadow. No, he cannot. I am sorry. No, he cannot.
No.
I am surprised I didn't get booted at least temporarily for that, though. I was fully ready to have to log back on my phone.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, man. I knew where you were going with that. Because it's you.
Yeah, I was going to say, whenever there's something that seems minorly thought out and serious, it's probably a pun.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I'm out. I'm gonna go watch the news.
All right, Jeff.
Take
Take your heart medicine.
Oh, he was talking about his Metamucil and baby
Peace.
aspirin.
5 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, give me 5. Come on. Bye. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
Bye,
care, buddy.
guys.
All right.
Bye, Jeff.
Well, we've been going for about an hour and a half. We talked as much as we could for about 45 minutes about the subject, and then
Yeah.
went wildly off the rails. And that's okay. You know what? I was told by a friend that I do a good job of keeping things on topic for as long as we possibly can, and that's what he appreciates about the channel. So, yeah, there you have it. But yeah, we've gone an hour and a half. I think we're about done flogging this horse, or space horse, as it were.
I'm gonna
And
real quickly. I want to give another positive to, since we did talk a little bit about different spaceship games.
oh yeah,
Not only obviously Starfighters, because we've converted Starfighters to do everything. I've played Starfighters more times than I can count.
I love you.
I love you
love
too,
you.
It's my daughter going to bed.
brother. Another really good little fun space combat game that actually Jay, the veteran war gamer, talking about him made me think of this, introduced me to was oh god,
Full
now
thrust.
Full Thrust. Yes, especially Full Thrust Light. It's that good mix of, it's a little bit to, to get the, what am I trying to say here?
Spit it out,
The
Mike.
cards laid out, the diagrams laid out appropriately.
Yeah,
Which more power to those of you guys who are by all means more than talented enough to do that graphic design work. At some point in time, I'm going to need to holler at Jay or Steve or somebody, because I cannot figure out.
I put together Jay's cards.
I
Star
just
Trek.
need help doing the gun arcs on Victorian airships, but that's not the point. We'll figure that out later. Yeah, just it's good stuff, guys. Those are both great games. Highly recommend.
Yep.
Space combat isn't my forte by any means, but both of those were quite simple to keep hold of and understand.
Yep, exactly. So, and again, the great thing about Full Thrust, free.
Night,
Yeah.
John.
Good night, John.
Anyway, well, guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hi, Warmut. Thanks to Warmut, McMurray, Jeffy from Hex to Hex for joining me tonight. Todd is somewhere in Texas doing Todd things.
Is he coming out to Arizona? You mentioned that he's coming out to Arizona in April.
I hadn't. I hadn't heard.
All right, I'll make sure I'm not here.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Harsh.
Damn.
On that note, bye.
Yeah. Right.
Goodbye.
See ya. So yeah, guys, have a good night. Thank everybody for coming and dropping in. I think we had 11 or 12 peak watching all at once at some point in time. So thank you all. Paul, Tiger Shadow, Dave, John, Reese,
Chuck,
Bunkhouse,
watching.
Steve,
Joanna. Who else we got here?
Joanna, Chuck, Obstacles, Gaming, Chris Long, A.
Yeah.
Everybody, again, thank you so much for being here. Honestly, without you guys, we would just be here we'd be doing the same thing, just without you guys.
Far
And then I would have to deal with McMurray and his stupid ass jokes on my own.
Oh, ouch.
No, I love them. Especially when I know they're coming and you get everybody.
It's fair.
So, all right, guys. Once again, I missed Monday video because I had the Sunday night show with Jay. I will be having a video Friday morning, so be on the lookout. And until next time, we will see you on the flip side.